Hey guys, so today's video is a makeup tutorial on the look I'm wearing right now, and it is also on the same look for my Instagram page. So that is it right there on my Instagram page. If you'd like to, you can follow me on Instagram. I'll have all my information down below as always. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up or subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, so starting off, I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. I'm using my Milani Stay Put brow color in the shade Taupe, and then I'm going to conceal underneath my eyebrows to sharpen them up a little bit, and I'm using the NYX HD Concealer in the shade Fair. And then to prep my eyes for the eyeshadow today, I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Light. And then I'm going to blend that out, and I will set that with my Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Powder. And then I'm also going to apply a little bit of tape from my outer corner up to the edge of my eyebrow just to get a nice sharp line on our eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow I'm using today is all from the Morphe 350 palette. I'm just going to start off with that transition shade and put this through my crease. And yeah, just blend it from the outer corner all the way to the inner corner, and I'm using a really big fluffy brush to just blend this all out. And then I'm going in with a slightly smaller brush into this peachy orangey shade, and I'm just going to put this right on top of the transition shade just to change the tone of it a little bit, and this makes it a little bit warmer. In the end, you probably won't see much of this shade, but it'll just help everything blend seamlessly. Then I'm going into this burnt orange on an even smaller blending brush, and I'm going to put this from the outer corner all the way to the inner corner. And as you can see, I'm applying the same amount of product in my outer corner as I am in my inner corner because I don't want that faded effect. I want my entire crease to be the same color. And then I'm taking this dark reddish brown. Did you guys just see that hair fall? That was so awkward. So I'm going to put this just a little bit lower than that last shade and do the exact same thing. I'm using the exact same brush, and as you can see, we're just going to finish building out the crease. And then I'm going to go ahead and wet my brush, and I'm taking that beautiful copper shade in the bottom of the palette, and I'm just going to put this on the outer half of my eyelid is what I decided to do. And as you can see, it's so metallic when you wet your brush. So if you're going to use this eyeshadow, definitely wet your brush. It doesn't have that much fallout, so it's really great. And then I'm going to go into that pinky champagne color and do the exact same technique with the wet brush. And I'm going to put this on my inner half of my lid just to kind of brighten it up. You could put the copper all over your lid if you wanted, but I tried to make this look a little bit more daytime appropriate if you wanted to wear it out. And then I flipped over my brush so it didn't have any more product on it. And I just used that to blend the two colors together without applying anything else. And then I would just go on and repack wherever I lost any pigmentation on either the copper or the champagne side, and I just kept blending those together until they melted together pretty flawlessly. Now I'm just going back in and touching up my crease with a little bit of that darkest brownish red that we used, the last crease color we used, and I'm just going to put that a little bit in my outer V just to kind of blend out the edges of that copper. And then I'm going in with my original blender brush from the original transition shade and just blending out to those eyeshadows. And now moving on to the face, I'm going to go ahead and prime using the NYX Angel Veil primer. That's obviously my favorite primer at the moment. And then I'm going to be mixing the Estee Lauder Double Wear and my Maybelline Dream Velvet foundation just to try to get my perfect shade. And I'm just going to mix those two foundations together and apply it with a wet beauty blender. And then after all of my foundation is applied, I'm going to go ahead and do my under eye concealer using the same concealer that I used on my eyelids. So this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, which is one of my favorite drugstore concealers. And I'm just going to apply this in that triangular shape under my eyes and blend this out with the other end of my beauty blender. Alright, and you guys have totally seen me do this about a million times, but next up I'm going to take my NYX HD Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair. So this is a shade or two lighter than my skin tone, and I'm going to use this to highlight. So I'm putting it on my cupid's bow, the center of my chin, and again on my jawline. And I like putting it on my jawline because I feel like it makes my contour pop a little bit more. And then I'm just going to blend this out with my beauty blender as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and set all of my foundation down with the Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder in the shade Translucent, and I'm going to set that under my eyes with a small setting brush that's from, oh gosh, Real Techniques. I don't know why I can never remember that. And then I'm going to start contouring. I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit as always. I'm going to use the shade Fawn just to contour my cheekbones just a little bit today. Well, just a little bit for me. I know it's a little bit overboard for some people, but whatever. And then I'm going to put this on the sides of my forehead as well. And then I will also contour my nose a little bit. And I use a smaller brush. Fun fact, that's actually a paintbrush that I use, but it works well, so why not? And then I'm going to use the two lightest shades in the palette, and I'm going to mix those together and set underneath my contour, and then also on like that triangular shape under my eyes, and then down my nose. For blush today, I'm using my Colourpop Between the Sheets blush, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this on. Sorry that most of that was out of focus, but yeah. And I'm blending that on with a stippling brush, again from Real Techniques, and then I will just highlight using the Colourpop Lunch Money highlighter, and I'm just going to start off by using my finger, and then I was like, that's not enough, so I used a brush on top of that and packed it on. So definitely a really intense highlight today, but you know how it is. And then for lips, I'm using the NYX Lip Lingerie. I really like these. I've heard some pretty negative reviews, but personally, these have worked out really, really well for me. So if you want to give them a go, I would say definitely pick one or two up that you're interested in. Yeah, they're really good for me. So this is the shade Satin Ribbon. I really, really like this one. It's a really good nude for me. Okay, so next up, I'm going to go back to my eyes and work on that lower lash line, and I'm mixing the red and the burnt orange. Ignore that vibrant red I was pointing to. I actually mixed it with the burnt orange we put in our crease, and I'm just going to put this on my lower lash line just about 2/3 of the way in, and then I will blend it out with my big fluffy brush, and then I will also use that to soften up that line a little bit, but I still want to keep the winged shape. And then I will also go in and highlight using that lightest shade in the palette, and I'm going to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone using this shade. And then I'm just going to throw on some winged liner and mascara. You've seen me do it about 10,000 times, and it always ends up being out of focus and out of the frame, so I just cut it out of this video. And I'm going to go ahead and set my makeup. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, my absolute favorite. And this is the final look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next video.